Okay, y'all, welcome to another episode of Tuning with Trey. My setup is a little bit different today because y'all, I literally spent 20 minutes recording a video that I can't get off my camera. I don't know how to get like my longer form videos off my camera. It used to work well. Like I don't know like how I used to do it when I first started. But that's kind of a little bit of a bummer. But thank you guys so much for coming in. I am Trey. Thank you for coming to Tune In with Trey. I'm recording a video, and today we are going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion trailer that just dropped. I know many of y'all have seen it. If not, totally okay. I'm gonna put the description link I'm gonna put the link in the description box. Look at me. My brain is all over the place. I really want to do this video. I really am like committing to myself to putting out content, doing it. I'm going to try different ways of like doing it. I think last time I told y'all about me trying to do reaction videos. That's taking me some time to learn. But y'all, a girl has a big girl job. I'm a director at a nonprofit, and child, they be running me ragged through the week. I be having so much things to do. So I'm really excited. This is my third video in January. I am committed to coming here and talking to y'all about the things. For the folks who don't know, I'm really into Housewives. I really love the Real Housewives franchise. I've been watching it since about like 2008. Dating myself a little bit. We have, hold on, let me close this window. Hold on. Like, I live near this intersection, and I am such an auntie now to where I'm just like, oh my God, the noise it's so annoying because it's like I live right next to it, and it's not even like a major intersection, but like people love speeding over here for some reason, whatever. But anyways, I've been watching Housewives for over 20 years, and I'm a huge fan of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I like Potomac. Potomac grew up on me because I remember for a while I was not fucking with Potomac because I was like, I don't know, something about just a bunch of light-skinned women. I don't really care to hear what they gotta say, and they don't really seem entertaining. And they were like, back then in 2016, they were all into this fake-ass etiquette. Because I don't know if y'all know, but like Real Housewives of Potomac was a totally different show when it was first shopped to the network. It was supposed to be a Jack and Jill show. It was supposed to show families going through Jack and Jill, like being in, community with each other, things like that. And the Jack and Jill organization said absolutely not. Because we know what y'all be doing over at Bravo. So then they changed it to the Real Housewives of Potomac, even though most of the ladies don't live in Potomac. But what we're going to do, sorry if I'm talking fast. I'm like Janine on Abbott Elementary. I've noticed that I'd be like having so much stuff to say, and I'd be wanting to get it out. And I'm like, damn, I'm out of breath. Like, girl, get your life together. All right, so anyways, let's get to this reunion trailer. I'm going to be stopping and playing it, stopping it and playing it because Bravo is they do not play about their stuff. They will snatch your shit, and I don't want it to get snatched. And, I don't want that to happen. Anyways, let's get to it.
For the last 5 years, Dr. Wendy and Eddie Osefo have lived an aspirational life. Wendy, you and your husband, Eddie, were arrested. You're facing 16 counts of alleged fraud.
I feel like I'm in a constant nightmare.
Okay, so it starts off, the girls are coming out. You see a little bit of the fashions, but really this reunion is like a little bit different because it starts off with Wendy. I was actually really shocked to hear that Dr. Wendy and Eddie were involved in any type of fraud. I remember when my good Judy sent it to me, I thought it was fucking fake. I thought it was fake. I was like, there's no way this is nowhere this is real. The way that Dr. Wendy has, positioned herself or has, characterized herself is she is a woman of morals. She's a woman of high standards. She's a highly educated woman. Between her and her husband, they have 8 degrees. And I just would have never thought that they would be involved with any alleged fraud. 16 counts. This is very serious. And you know, I know people have their jokes in Dr. Wendy because there's quite a few people that don't like Dr. Wendy. Let's be honest. If you go on Threads, if you go on X, a lot of people have been dragging Dr. Wendy for years. And to be honest, when she first came on the show, I was not a fan of Dr. Wendy. I thought she was too far. Like, she was going up Giselle's bush the same way they all do. From Monique to Wendy to Mia to Stacy. Like, they all, like, they want to just be like big sister Giselle. And I don't rock like that. Like, I'm never the type to chase somebody to make them like me. If you don't like me, you don't like me. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. Even though I went to HBCU, I didn't pledge. I was like, that's not anything that I want to be associated with or involved in, but that's just me. I'm more of kind of like a solo dolo type of chick. I have my friends. I have, you know, the people who I hang out with. But other than that, I'm not into like a lot of groups. I understand that there's a lot of great benefits from sororities and fraternities, and I'm never the one to like downplay them, but I just thought that Wendy was just doing that big sister Giselle too much. So anyways, to get back to the reunion, you know, you see Wendy sitting with her husband and they're talking about this. And I believe this is like filmed after they were arrested, because the show picked up the cameras and they went back to, you know, filming this, you know, this small part, because it was huge. It was all over the news. It was I didn't believe it when I first saw it in Neighborhood Talk. I had to go to the internet. Like, I saw it on TMZ. I went to multiple publications because I simply didn't believe it. I just thought it was a horrible rumor. So you hear them talk about it and the severity of it and how serious this is. This is very serious.
I'm trying so hard. I was so scared.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. But when you're in that valley, you see a side of yourself that you've never seen before.
Next week, a jam-packed Real Housewives of Potomac reunion begins.
Oh my gosh, Wendy, you see her when she's talking about, you know, being in that valley, and when you're confronted with, you know, hard things in your life, you don't know what you're built for until you go through certain things. And it's so crazy because I can relate to that. You know, I remember in 2023, I never thought the year in 2023, the way it ended, was literally one of the worst years of my life. And when you're going through something, you don't realize how strong you are. So I imagine she's speaking from her strength from there. And this is emotional. This is a lot, and this is embarrassing. And this is a great tool for the girls to weaponize against her and to use against her, and to for her to be back in the hot seat. She was in the hot seat from like season 6, season 7, season 8, and season 9 a little bit cooled off. This season, like, Wendy was fun. This was probably one of her best seasons since she's ever been in Housewives. And then that happened, so this is a lot that she's having to deal with, guys.
I love this dress, Stacey.
You see the girls with the dresses.
Designer. The Nigerians want the name back.
Let my people go.
There was
Girl, I was so irritated when they said "let my people go." I be so irritated when like African folks be trying to gatekeep, you know, the continent. And I feel like as a way, it's like, you know, as an African American, Black American, as a descendant of an enslaved African, it's like, bro, we don't know. Some of us don't know our history, our culture. And when we do get to learn it, it is so cool and it's so fun. And I don't like how they seem to be gatekeeping with Stacey. I just kind of think it's kind of trash. But like, y'all can use Av. Y'all can use our slang for Black culture. Y'all can play our Black icons. And Selma wasn't played. Martin Luther King and Selma wasn't played by a Black American man. Harriet Tubman movie. That wasn't played by. Like, come on. Anyways, all right. Anyways. Okay. All right. We're going back to it.
was more dip on my chip.
Learn to laugh. Ding, 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 ding.
Girl, I don't know what Wendy was doing, but Angel talking about there was more dip in my chip. Girl, you had a lot of dip on that shit that last episode. I felt bad for Angel. Oh my God, that last episode, that finale, I felt bad. I wanted to hold her hand and be like, sis, this is bad. this is bad. But use this as a learning opportunity. But like, this is bad. But use this as a learning opportunity. Andy looks handsome. Andy's hair, I don't know. Andy look good.
Never ended a season in a gas station.
Long story short, ooh, tomato, tomato.
Ended the season at the gas station. I tell you, that was so ghetto. I was like, ugh. Like, why? That's so ghetto. Ooh, that food did look good, though. That food looked really good.
It was only a kiss with Sharice's son.
Was there more?
Tia, we never see your husband.
I can't talk about this thing without crying. I'm sorry.
Okay, so let me go back to Ashley with Sharice's son. Even though Sharice's son at the time when they kissed, hooked up, I don't know. What's really interesting is why is Sharice going on a press tour with her son talking about this kiss? You're not even a friend of on the show. Like, you just come and film. You don't even get paid, but like, you're going to the news stations in DC, to Sherry Shepherd's show, Carlos King and everything. And I'm like, girl, this was too much. But like, on some real, I was disgusted when I saw Ashley use this as a storyline, use this as kind of like a little extra razzle dazzle to, you know, I feel like Ashley's like supposed to be like the sexy. Like, I feel like Ashley's supposed to be like the Portia of this show, which she is fucking not. And like, I just think that's so weird because like, I have friends who have children. And you know, I have, you know, nephews. Like, what if I were to date that is so weird. I'm never the type to ever think that is okay. It's inappropriate to go after your friends' sons, to go after their nephews, to go after their little cousins. Like, Ashley's known Jackson since he was a teenager. And even though, you know, it was consensual and it happened when he was like 25, it is still fucking weird. So weird. And like, if any of my homegirls were to try to holler at my nephews when they were grown, girl, we're not gonna be friends no more. I don't rock like that. I don't care if he try to hook out. I don't care. I think that's weird. And then I'm gonna go ahead and stop with that. The next one, I don't know if you guys heard. We're gonna back up because let's play this.
I can't talk about this thing without crying.
Never see your husband.
I can't talk about this thing without crying. I'm sorry.
Girl, I hope it's not another divorce announcement at the reunion, girl. So that's Tia. Andy's like, we never see your husband. I thought we saw RHOP. I thought we saw RHOP in the season for the sake of it. I don't think he came to like all the events or something like that. Like, I understand that some of the husbands, this is not really their forte and they're kind of doing it because of their wife wants to do it. But I thought we saw RHOP. And I know Tia and Rob, they've been married for like over 20-something years, I think. They've been married for a while. And I hope she's not getting a divorce because, to be honest, the only redeeming quality about Tia is the accent in that family. Other than that, there's nothing else that makes me be like, yay, Tia. It's like, okay, girl. Lovely gown. Lovely accent, even though some people think she's forcing it. I don't think she's forcing it. I hope she wouldn't do that. That's weird. But it wouldn't be the first time a girl did that.
It's all grand from his wife.
You're clutching your brain.
Girl, that was Jazzy dropping a bomb talking about that, talking to Kay, to Kieran, saying, you stole Greg from his wife. Wait, what? Girl, Kiana, no, that's not true. It can't be true. No, that I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I don't think it's 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 true. No, it's not true. It's not true. Oh my God, if Kiana stole Greg from his wife, sis, I don't think that's true. I think Jazzy probably just, I'm just saying that because Kiana is a beautiful woman. She has a business that appears to be doing very well. She is very put together. Body is tea. Fashion's beyond point. face card. Oh, baby, when I tell you Kiana's mug is sickening. Like, face card does not decline. That one. Like, Kiana is one of the most beautiful women to me in the Bravo universe. And I don't care. I will put her against the best of the girls. Kiana is one of the most beautiful, like, women. And I hope that's not true, sis. And then she clutching that picture frame, child. The cute thing about the picture frame is we actually get to see the details, but I don't care about it when it showed up in the episode to care about the details. But it's hearts. It looks really cute. But, like, it do look like a picture frame you can find, like, at Home Goods or Marshalls. But we love Home Good and Marshalls. What am I talking about? I love Home Good and Marshalls. Yes. All right, let's continue with the rest, y'all.
I wanted to show this to you.
Wendy, I feel like you are looking at Stacy for her to confess. Hi, Karen.
Girl, so that's when Monique came out after, you know, Jazzy drops that bomb or whatever. You see Monique come out with, she has one of the worst dresses I've ever seen on a reunion. And I will say the Black Housewives because, yes, I watched Salt Lake City. I watched Beverly Hills. I've watched New York. In my end. Monique, that dress was god fucking awful. Like, it was bad. Like, Monique's dress was so bad, it was embarrassing how bad it is. Because when I tell you from here, from like the neck up, Monique again is one of the most beautiful women in the Bravo universe. One of the most beautiful women. Like, her face is Monique. I always thought Monique was so pretty. Like, I remember the first time she came on, like, season 2, I was like, oh my God, who is this? Who is this chocolate Godiva? Like, who is this mama? Like, who is this mommy? Like, she's super cute. And for her to wear that god awful, like, what is it with her and Phaedra coming back from being absent for so long to the Housewives? They come back as friend ofs and they have the worst outfits in the entire cast. Like, how does that happen? Phaedra parts. And then Monique, that made me sad because she's so pretty. And you know, like, when Monique was posing her outfit, it made me think about, like, when your mama make a costume for you. And she tells you, do your little dance, do your little dance. Oh my God, I have to stop. Anyways, Monique shows, like, the cast a phone, and it's something with Stacy and that Chris Samuels, I think. And Stacy, I already been saying you was a liar. But they all lie. But I'm not just trying to just excuse Stacy's lies. But Stacy, if you're gonna lie, babe, you have to keep up with your lies. If you're going to lie, Stacy, you have to remember the lies that you told, because, like, you be getting caught up with all, like, the minutia, and I think you just do shit on purpose. And to be honest, girl, if you was with Big Boy, it's okay. I've been with a big boy myself. It's okay, girl. You were separated from your husband, whatever. But I think the thing that, if it is more details to you being with Chris Stacy, I'm going to lose respect for you if you have blatantly have just been lying about it. I know it's uncomfortable because, you know, now you're trying to get back with your, you know, ex-husband. You're trying to work on that. Like, this is the father of your child. Like, there's a lot that goes into that. And obviously, you don't want to embarrass your ex-husband on the news. But you also did say, unless you were lying, but I do remember Stacy saying that her ex-husband was dating people as well too. So if it's okay for him to date people, if whatever he did, he should be okay. If you were dating people, now you guys are coming back together. But, like, girl, if you really are just trying to lie about it, sis, it's so weird. But anyways, the Grand Dame, Karen Huger, comes up. So let's see what Karen Huger got to talk about.
Hi, Andy. You ladies been behaving? Did you lie again this season?
Girl, Karen goes like this to Stacy. So did you lie again this season? Did you lie again this season? Did you lie again this season? Karen said, oh, bitch, I've been waiting for your ass. I've been waiting for you. Girl, Karen said, oh, she sat down. Girl, and I tell you, Karen is so goddamn fine. Woo! Girl, titty sitting up. Girl, she said fresh day out. What? Girl, I'm sorry, y'all. I keep messing with my hair because I did a twist out and I hate when it be looking all flat right here and then the shits be flying out. Like that one curly hair dude from The Simpsons. The one that be wearing the bananas at the skirt. Like, I don't want my hair to look like that. That's what it fucking look like. I don't like that. Anyways, let's go on, y'all.
The way Wendy's acting now, like, it's like nothing.
Totally.
I would be here as a nun.
You're talking too much, Wendy.
So Giselle and Ashley are kind of, you know, in the room, like they're in like a makeup dressing room while it like appears that the cast is on break, or like, actually no, I think it's at the beginning when they're getting their makeup done, because you could still see Giselle getting her makeup like done and stuff. And, you know, you hear Ashley say, you know, they're acting as if nothing's happening, like everything's okay. Girl, that is a little bit like, girl, oh my gosh, that is, oh man. And then you hear Karen address Wendy and say, you're talking too much. And Karen is looking at her like, girl, I know this because I've been in your shoes. And you know, Wendy is emotional. Like, you can see she's emotional. Like, there's tears coming. Like I don't know if I can show you guys, like, you can see, sorry. There's tears. Like, she's crying. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, like, right up there. Yeah, it's tears. She's crying. All right.
I went through, I know. Follow me here, Professor. Shut the fuck up.
The Potomac reunion starts February 15th on RHOP.
So you hear Karen tell her, listen to me here. Listen to me, Professor. You need to shut the fuck up. A lot of folks had some mixed feelings about Karen cursing at her and talking to her in that manner. I wouldn't want her to talk to me in that manner, but I kind of feel like maybe I kind of understand what, you know, she could be doing in a way, not trying to sun her, but trying to give her advice to be like, bro, they are watching everything you do on this TV show, everything you do on social media, all these interviews, they're watching everything. They're watching everything. And like, I understand her trying to give her advice, but also Karen, I know Wendy's things is different because that's some state charges with fraud, 16 charges, that's a different thing. And I know you want to give your advice, Karen. And I know you might be feeling yourself coming back into the space. You feel like maybe in this little finale, you're going to take some type of accountability, which I feel like you're skating a little bit because you're not really answering the questions. You have not had one, but not two, not three, but 4 alcoholic driving offenses. That's fucking serious. That's really fucking serious. So I know you could be giving her some advice, but also make sure that when you're giving some advice, make sure there's some love and some care behind that, because people can still be turned into your ass, because there are people who don't even want you to come back to Real Housewives of Potomac. There are people who don't even feel like you should have gotten out early. There are some people who genuinely are disgusted that, you know, folks, you know, hey, stop. Sorry, it's my dog. There are people that were genuinely disgusted when people were, you know, giving, you know, Karen a standing ovation at BravoCon coming out. I'm not one of those people, but I see the conversations going online. I see the YouTube videos. I see the thread comments, the X comments, the Instagram comments. There's a lot of people who don't believe that you've truly changed, Karen. So I hope next season you're not trying to come back and try to really sun, you know, Wendy and, you know, do all this other shit, put daggers and shit out, because I think in some ways it's going to come back on you, because people still have issues with you, Karen. And even in like your preview of episode 17, when you have your sit down with Andy, it's like, is it more lies or are you really taking accountability? And I'm really confused in some of the wording in which you're using, because you've told us different variations of the stories multiple times. So anyways, I say all that to say I'm really excited, you know, about the reunion. I think the reunion is going to be better than this season. To be honest, Real Housewives of Potomac season was kind of, was a chop, low-key, not low-key, high-key, Salt Lake City was kind of a chop as well too. I wasn't entertained with them, and definitely we miss some Karen up in there. But y'all, I'm excited about it. February 15th. I will be coming. We'll be doing some type of review. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get long form content onto YouTube. Like, this is crazy. And we're gonna figure this out. But thank you so much for coming and listening to my thoughts of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion trailer season 10. It's season 10. 10 years already. It's season 10. But thank you guys so much. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And thank you so much for, tuning in with me. And I hope you guys like my little setup. I'm trying to do a little something, a little something, a little jazz. But you know what? Before you guys do go, Wendy was sitting there too stoic for me. Wendy should have watched Quad of Married to Medicine, because I would have been like this. I'm stressed out right now. I got a lot going on. Because the reason why people don't feel bad for you, Wendy, is because you look too strong. You look too stoic. You got to come in like a nun, feeble child. I'm just stressed out every day. I have worked my entire career. And there's girl, I know you Nigerian, I know you proud, but girl, people want to see you up in there. They want to see you shaking. Girl, you better be shaking. I need to stop. Anyways, y'all, thank you so much for stopping by for another episode of Tuning with Trey. Again, make sure you like and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Girl, my hair, sorry. What is this? What is this, honey? Anyways, bye, y'all.